Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining me for Chronicles in Collecting, where I'm going to take a look at the Robot Spirits RGM-79Q GM Quel version anime. This mobile suit is from the anime Mobile Suit Gundam 83 Stardust Memory, which was a 13-episode original video animation that came out from 1991 to 1992. This figure came out in August 2021 and retailed for about $63. Let's get to it. So the version anime line, I guess, is really focused on Stardust Memory this year. I'm kind of interested where it's going to go after this, if they'll hit, they've been doing some of the heavy paint specifications and Metal Robot Spirits for Char's Counterattack. I don't know if they'll head back to Unicorn or what, but in the meantime, we have the GM Quel. Everyone was making like a really big deal when this came out. I'm not like as big a fan as this, maybe as other people. I figured why the heck not. So the GM is the mass-produced version of the RX-78 Gundam. It debuted in the original Mobile Suit Gundam, and this one is in the Titans Sort of dark blue. Quick look at the figure here, and I'll put on the rotating stand later. But you see, it's got like a bunch of cool details. It's got Titans over there and their logo. It's got this over here as well. I would say, kind of generally speaking, I'm not a super big fan of the Titans as villains. I mean, they're good villains in the sense that I dislike them, but I don't know why so many people seem to have such a fond affection for them. What's actually nice about this one, taking a look at some of the accessories here, is even though it's a regular Robot Spirits at a pretty low price point, it does have a lot of like specialized stuff. Like I said, it's got a lot of markings on there. It's got the marking on the shield, which is cool and something that we don't always see, out of the lower price point stuff. Other than that, it's kind of got your regular type of accessories. Got a gun. Saber. You got a whole bunch of hands, kind of all the hands you could ever want. You got this, obviously the effect for the Beam Saber, and rough thing here, kind of look like a Kylo Ren's lightsaber or something like that. You got a bunch of clips for the weapon, a bunch of assorted little holders for the different weapons. And I think one thing that's really cool about this is this sort of like loading bay deck kind of thing. So I know like in the promo pictures on the box, it shows, it can have a whole bunch of these and, they're being transported or whatever. So that's pretty cool. And again, kind of something a little unique from something, at this price point without forcing you to buy, another set or some accessories or something like that. Anyway, I'm going to go pose this guy and I'll be back in a few minutes with some final thoughts. At first glance, this seems like a pretty basic figure, but there's actually a ton to like about it. Let's get it on the rotating stand real quickly while I talk about it. So first of all, I mean, just looking at the figure itself, the color is really nice. It is a really like unique looking mobile suit, and like I said, you don't see a lot of stuff in this colors. I mean, the Mark II a little bit for the Titans version. The finish of this is really nice. I feel like a lot of the regular Robot Spirits, especially the version anime, they kind of feel like put together models, which is not necessarily a criticism, just sort of a comment. This one just has a much nicer finish. It doesn't feel like the Ka Signature or the Metal Robot Spirits. It just feels very nice. It's hard to explain. And there's a lot of little details about the figure that are really nice, so I'll kind of try to go through them real quickly. So first of all, with the gun, you could actually store it inside the shield. You could store it on his back, and on top of that, the Beam Saber actually fits into here, so you could use it as an effect part. So that's really cool. There are these little antennas that come with it. It's kind of hard to see there, but those can actually connect to the back, just like that. So you can kind of make it different, and especially if you have like a whole bunch of them, you can kind of make them look, a little bit different. So that's really cool. And then another thing that I thought was really nice is that the shield actually can rest on the jetpack. So that's really nice, especially if you don't want to do a pose with the shield, but you can still have that shield on the figure, with the cool logo and the nice coloring. And I think the last thing that just really wows me about this figure is just this awesome stand. Like I said, I knew that you could lay it on there, supposed to be like in transport, and it's got a little piece you could actually take out there so that it fits with the backpack and it lays flush. It's not just sort of like awkwardly sitting on it. But what's so cool about it is that you could actually plug in a robot spirit stand and use this as the base. I love unique bases on figures, and you never really get them on robot spirits. So it was just really nice surprise when I looked in the book and saw that you were able to use it for that purpose. Anyway, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, I'd appreciate a like and subscribe, and if you didn't, tell me about it in the comments. If there's anything else you want to see about this figure or some other figures, tell me about it, and see what I could do. I do anime reviews every Saturday, and I do figure reviews on Wednesday. But please join me for next week's Wednesday figure review, where I'm going to take a look at the Metal Robot Spirits Justice Gundam from Gundam Seed. Thanks so much, and keep collecting.